Hello Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 29th going to the 4th of June. So let's dive straight into it and see what's going on for you guys. I am just going to go straight in today with the tarot because the oracle cards just aren't sitting well with me today. So we're just going straight in with it. All right, for Cancer, please. Okay, very, very lovely to see. Yeah. Okay, so there's been a little bit of like conflicts going on in your life, Cancer. Like this could be because of other people. There could be a fire sign or somebody who kind of has these fire sign traits here that might have been keeping you a bit stuck or kind of unsure about where things are going to be going. Or this could be your own energy. Maybe some of you have been feeling a bit of a creative block, just because the first card that came out, and it is being clarified by the Eight of Swords, is the King of Wands, which can either be another person or it could be your own creativity or an ability to adapt and to have motivation and courage to push through any challenges. It's a very beautiful energy, but coming in the Eight of Swords is saying that this is kind of blocked. Maybe you are struggling with something here, and it's kind of hard to see through. As you can see with the Eight of Swords, there's a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fears coming in, especially with that devil energy. That's stopping you from seeing certain solutions and creative solutions to situations. And maybe there is just a lack of motivation. Maybe a lot of you guys have been feeling very burnt out or overburdened with certain things, and this is stopping your creative flow and your creative juices. So paying attention to that, I do see you coming out of this stage and getting your mojo back, but you may need to really address certain fears that you may have, because things happen for a reason, things come up for a reason, so we can really understand the root issue of it to get rid of it. Otherwise, if we're completely just cleaning the surface, I'm kind of seeing mold. Maybe you guys have that around you, but like, if we're just kind of wiping it down, it's just going to come back, in time. So, but if we deal with the root of the problem, maybe some of you might be having breathing problems. Like I'm seeing that coming through, like maybe something to do with your throat, but this could be your chakras, your throat to your heart. All right, which I'm going to explain. There's a lot of messages coming through for you now. Gosh, so yeah, you're dealing with the root of the issue when it comes down to maybe a lack of creativity all of a sudden, or a lack of drive, a lack of motivation, a lack of strength, okay, because of this devil energy, this devil influence. But others of you, if this is a specific person, again, someone could be very up in their head, very much in toxic thoughts, very much carrying, maybe holding things in so much. It's becoming a bit toxic, and it's becoming a little bit of this devil influence, a little bit of unhappiness coming in. Now, the good thing is, this is going to be changing, but I just want to see maybe a solution to this King of Wands and Eight of Swords energy. How is this going to be overcome in this week? The Nine of Wands. It's kind of like, there's a lot of anxiety, but what is it that I'm feeling here? It's like really in my heart. Yeah, there's a lot of like fears that's being faced here. Now, we have the Judgment, which is a very beautiful card coming through with what we're seeing here, because Nine of Wands is how you're dealing with it. So it is this kind of tackling energy, but sometimes it's very defensive. So just pay attention to this. Again, this defensiveness is coming from somewhere. I think a lot of you, unless it's this person, so just pay attention to this. Somebody's being very reactive from their thoughts. This could be you. This could be someone that you're dealing with if you're dealing with somebody at this time, okay? I'm kind of seeing very different scenarios here. So just apply it to however it is. I will speak about both. So Nine of Wands is this kind of wounded energy. Someone is very cautious of being hurt again. Someone is very up in their head. Someone is very ready and defensive, to protect themselves from things that are going on mentally. This Nine of Swords can sometimes be, it's happened in the past, so it's kind of playing on your mind again, or you've been through pain, so it's kind of playing in your mind. You're really worried about doing something that you may very well enjoy to do and enjoy to be in, but because of this fear, there is a lot of struggles and a lack of forward movement because of these fears. So someone could be needing to address some fears head on. If it is someone that you're dealing with, this could be how someone is approaching you. It could be very defensive. It could be very argumentative. But because of the Nine of Swords, it does feel like it's because of some sort of like deep-rooted issue of fear. Someone's brain, someone's mind is really having this devil influence of having a lot of toxic, negative thinking. This devil energy is, kind of speaking badly in someone's life. Up in someone's head. I don't think someone's in the best of places here, Cancer, and this could be you. So I don't know who this is, but it is kind of bringing up this someone may be I think the advice would be this judgment energy, which is kind of like releasing it. And of course, it's easier said than done, but when we understand the root of the issue and that this is kind of just the brain and this negative influence that's trying to drag you under, and it is coming from a different, like, wounded place. Five of Pentacles underneath. This could be coming from, like, a father wound. We have the King of Pentacles underneath, or some sort of, like, instability. Someone feels a bit unstable. Maybe it's financially. So I feel like because of this, there is a lot of negative thinking. All right. Well, let's move away from that just for a second, because if that's you or if that's something that you're dealing with, I do see with this judgment, things are really going to be up in the air. This is a very freeing energy. So there is this elevation. We are coming out of this stage, or this person's coming out of this with the judgment. Because maybe that's where this is coming from. Someone is scared of judgment. Someone feels judged. And this is where this energy is being alleviated with the judgment. Truth, clarity is coming through, and I feel like I just want to like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think someone's brain is like, I feel a lot of anxiety, I feel a lot of fear that something's going to happen, when in reality I'm not seeing anything going to happen, but the brain is kind of like, get ready. That's what the Nine of Wands is about. It's like, you've been through this before, get ready. You've seen this, get ready, because something bad is going to happen or something. And the judgment is like, it's truth, is clarity. But because of the cards coming through as well, like, I don't think it is anything bad. I do just think the mind is kind of playing tricks here. We need to be open. As you can see, the difference between the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Wands is that you're kind of separating the mind and the reality. It's still an on-edge energy. But I think with time, that is going to kind of subside when you actually really look around you and go, okay, like, I'm easing into this. Like, things are okay, And I think I really want to say that to whoever this is. It might not be you, Cancer, but it's taking that blindfold off, being like really looking around you. You're going to realize, okay, I'm not stuck. There is a solution. This is just my mind playing tricks on me, kind of trying to scare me into feeling like it's the end of the world, but it's not. And again, this King of Wands is a very strong energy. Someone who is very creative, charismatic. And you guys, this is you. You guys are very ambitious. You guys have a lot of this fun energy. It's a very beautiful, fiery, passionate, playful energy. But that's kind of being sabotaged by some negative thinking. And the opposite of King of Wands, when it's not in that joyful element, is very fire energy. It's attack, it's burning, as you can imagine. So could be in a bit of the fire pit at the moment with someone, or again, it could be someone, it could just be with yourself. All right, so moving away from this, again, judgment is coming through, so this is going to be alleviated. There is a sense of relief coming through for you, which is good. And I'm doing this for a reason. The saying is because you're bringing yourself up. Like, I think that there's something in your posture. I don't know, like, you're going to feel a little bit more sturdy. Is the word coming to mind? You do have the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is very good. This is definitely forward movement. Six of Swords is moving away from something like a conflict, like a disagreement, from the battlefield. Six of Swords is kind of like an escape card. You're finally removing yourself from something that's been very difficult, very conflicting, and you're moving towards something much calmer. Both of these represent journeys, so maybe you are going on a journey, or whether it is just kind of a mental journey. You're growing, you're evolving. The first step is kind of getting outside the war zone, all right? So distancing yourself from anything that is conflicting, that is sabotaging, even if it's your mind or if it's a certain person we might need to take a little bit of distance from to get that breath of fresh air. The Knight of Pentacles is forward movement. It's kind of investing in yourself. So what's interesting is Six of Swords is kind of a rocky energy, okay, only because it's moving towards something much calmer, but it's still on the water. And I always say that this is not yet, we're not yet on land, so things might still not be that stable. But because we have that Knight of Pentacles, I do see you kind of going into new experiences and feeling more stable, feeling more sturdy. So that's going to be brought into your life. But first, we do have to remove ourselves from anything that's creating that rockiness, okay? So just pay attention to it. And be aware of what's going on in your surroundings so that you can distance yourself from people or situations that are making your emotions a bit out of whack, you know, or a little bit unsteady. Some of you could be entering like a new job, or maybe paying a lot more attention into your work life or into really important parts of your life that have felt a little bit like you haven't been putting a lot of attention to it, or maybe you not had the time to. Knight of Pentacles is really about building something, you know, it's moving forward, planting the right seeds, focusing on, you know, where we're putting our energy into. It's a good learning card. Then we have the Ten of Cups. So Cancer, this is the outcome. It's happiness, it's joy. We have that rainbow there in the background. So it really is about finally being able to relax, being able to understand that everything is okay and everything's going to be okay. Could be a lot of family influence coming through around this time, okay? Clarify the Ten of Cups, please. Queen of Wands, so here we go. Again, it could be some healings. We have the Star card here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, but you don't have to be. There is like maybe a bit more vulnerability between you and somebody else here, because we do have a divine match. If it's a relationship, which we were speaking about, there is more healing. Or whether this is just your own healing and feeling a lot more confident and you know, strong within yourself again, which is very nice to see. A lot more happiness coming in for you. Yeah, a lot of journeys coming. I do see that some of you may be feeling called to travel or called to go on some sort of experience. Again, it could be some sort of educational experience for some of you, Cancer, because Knight of Wands and Eight of Wands is forward movement. It's things are changing, things are progressing, things are going in the right direction. This Knight of Wands is that kind of creative energy, and maybe you just needed a new environment, new experience to have this breath of fresh air again, to have this ambition back, because Knight of Wands is a very ambitious, driven energy. It's someone who's having fun with it, you know, it's conquering things and getting a boost out of it. It is Sagittarius energy, so it is a card here of really being very indulged in the things that are going on. It's really loving it. It's a lot of energy coming in with these cards alone. You could find yourself having a lot of opportunities open up to you that you feel very, you know, called to do. Like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then after that, I'm going to do this as well. Like, there is a good momentum building up for you because you're finally away from something that was causing a little bit of conflict, whether it was your mind, whether it was a specific person here or a situation, whether you just needed a break from something, right? New experiences. Knight of Wands is education, so you guys could be learning something or being called to learn new things, new hobbies, or whether it's some sort of travel and new experience, because it's ninth house energy, okay? Anything else for Cancer? Ace of Wands. So new passion, we do have the Hierophant here and the Two of Cups, Six of Cups. All right, so some of you, this is all separated, right? There we go. I can't hold cards anymore. It's really hard. This does feel like either a new relationship, but definitely like bringing that nostalgia and good, sweet emotions and mutual energy in a relationship. So some of you, this could be new, could be new ignited passion here. So this is very good. This is coming through and we move forward. So I like that. Things are no longer going to be very stuck and stagnant for you. All right, let's pull you one of these oracle cards. For a second, I thought my mic was muted, and I was like, no way. I would cry. Yeah, I would. For Cancer, please. For Cancer. Interesting. We have blame. So yeah, I was kind of... I don't think I picked up on that or said it, but I was kind of feeling like someone was on the defense and someone was like, maybe you were blaming yourself or someone's blaming you for something, or there is just a lot of blame going on. it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. And, you know, if somebody's kind of lashing out, then I do kind of see that then if they have been blaming you for something, there is some accountability now, because they're able to see through some blindfold that there's been on their eyes, you know, which stops you from kind of seeing the reality. And, you know, we create, when we're angry at something, for example, we may not look all the ways at what's actually in front of us. We're just up in our head, and it gets worse up there from time to time. So I do believe that there is a shifting of blame. We're not blaming other people. We're taking accountability here and responsibility for ourselves. And maybe this distance is going to help that, or maybe you guys are just no longer blaming yourself or blaming things for why you're feeling stuck. Instead, you're kind of dealing with it head on and separating the mind and the fears from truth and reality. All right, let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well. It's a lot. For Cancer, please. Alrighty. So we have someone is behaving stupidly with the turkey here. Okay, so this could be you or somebody else. All right. We have bowl, plenty of material things. So this is that's a card of gratitude, okay, and that things are gonna be you're gonna have a lot of abundance coming through for you. We have cobweb, so protected from negative forces beyond your control. We do have okay, psychic ability, trust your intuition. That came through with a gong, so an exciting event. If you guys have been feeling like things are going to start escalating and improving for you, then there is that deep feeling, and it was correct. We have caterpillar coming through with those two cards as well, which says things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and that is exactly what this reading has been saying. So, Cancer, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed the reading, make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time.